I'm gonna turn off. I'll do that in a minute. Well, how's it going? So you're
It's
another
going
Trump
good.
supporter.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I was just commenting on your hat. You're another Trump supporter. I don't know where to find that hat.
I don't even remember where I got this one, but this thing is outdated now. I want to get the Trump 2028 hat. That's what I'm going to get soon, probably soon. It would really trigger them. They say this is rage bait. I'm not trying to rage bait anyone, but like,
I know.
I would like to do some streams without the hat, but like, it's so infamous now. It's like, I love when they come in here and they cry about the hat, blah, 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 blah. But also, I would like to know what state are you from?
I'm from Arkansas.
Arkansas. Awesome. Nice.
Well, I live in Arkansas now. I'm from Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
What part of Tennessee?
All over Nashville and Memphis mostly.
Nice.
So I
Nashville and
lived in the only
Memphis.
two blue areas of Tennessee.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know if you saw the other
So,
guy. Sorry, go ahead.
no, I didn't. Tell me about it.
He's from Tennessee too. He's from East Tennessee. He's from near Pigeon
Okay,
Forge.
right
He
on
has
the
a
up.
big
Look
gray
forward to mountain.
beard, but he does YouTube too. But he's not really trying to like post too many videos. He just likes being on the show and being heard by people, whatever you want to call it, show, live stream. I don't give a damn,
Right on.
whatever it is. But yeah, he loves being on the show. His name's Eric. He has a big, long, gray beard, and he has the Trump 2028 hat. So if I got the same hat, we could be like matching. He drives people nuts though. Like
Yeah.
he triggers the liberals. He triggers. No, I won't even say the liberals because liberals are supposed to be people that are open-minded and like look up the
Right.
definition of liberal. It's like someone that's open-minded. They're willing to hear other people's ideas and beliefs and stuff like that. Like I'm not saying all Democrats are like this, but a lot of them just scream at your head and they're like, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like they don't want to hear other perspectives. They just want to repeat what they hear on CNN or what they hear on other news sources and stuff like that. Like it's mind-boggling to me.
Absolutely. That's why they're so surprised with your hat. They think it's rage bait because their circle it would be autistic to wear that hat. But they're just so surprised that somebody can support Trump because they're fed this propaganda.
Yeah, like what do you mean you're surprised? Someone it's shocking. They act like it's despicable. Like, oh, how dare you support the president that got the majority of the votes in the country? Like they act like they
Right.
never seen it before. Like they act like they never seen a guy wearing a red hat, and they just call you names. They don't want to talk
Right.
about policy. All they talk is say, "Oh, fascist cult member." I mean, I'm not saying I agree with everything Trump did or has done. I know he's made lots of mistakes, but I definitely prefer him over Harris. That's for sure.
Of course. Um, with Biden, we had three people running the auto pen. They've already confessed in front of Congress that they were running the auto pen. So, do you think it would have been the same with Harris?
Oh, I mean, she's not old and incompetent, but she probably would have still used auto pens. I'm not saying Trump isn't old. It's not about being old or young. I mean, I've seen some people that are like 100 years old. They can talk better and they can act better than people in their 20s. It's all about your
Yeah.
mentality and your mental state and your mental health and your physical health.
Yeah, and Biden was just lost, man. Just like the Democrats are lost right now.
Oh yeah, no, they're 100% lost. If you guys are joining in, we got
Just,
105 people in here. That's pretty nice. Smash the like and subscribe button if you guys are nice, and feel free to shout out your channel by the way as much as you want. I'm sure some people will be asking about your channel as well.
that's,
And yeah, we can like this is gonna be on my channel, but we can also do some live streams on your channel, and it can be posted under your channel. Because like I said, I'll help you get some watch hours and help you get your channel monetized, and people can drop you
yeah,
super chats, and you can make some money off your channel. Do
I
you think
appreciate
Trump
that, brother.
personally signed all the January 6th pardons? I think so. I mean, the funny thing about Trump is all those bills he was signing in, all those executive orders, they had him live on television. You could see it was him signing them.
That's very true. But there were a lot of J6 pardons. I think the difference between Trump using the auto pen and Biden using the auto pen is Trump knows what's being signed.
Yeah. Biden had no idea. Someone would put a document in front of him. They're like, "Come on, President, sign this." He'd be like, okay." Did you
Did
watch
you
him
watch?
sign the pardons? I honestly don't remember. But while we're talking about the pardons, I think it's really funny. Not many news outlets are talking about this. Not many people are talking about this. But there's actually one lady who rejected Trump's pardon. She was a Jan 6er, apparently. I don't know if you heard the story or
Really?
not, but it's a bit interesting. She was a Jan 6er. One of my family members that's a Democrat sent this to me. They said, "Oh, look at this lady. She rejected Trump's pardon." Well, the thing about that was, I mean, first off, she only got, I think, 2 or 3 months in prison. She did her jail time already. The charges were misdemeanor charges, not even felonies. So really, she's just doing this as a media publicity stunt. Like, if Trump would have
Yeah.
offered her that pardon when she was sitting in a jail cell after the first week, hell yeah, she would have taken it. Now that she's free, she's off probation, she just has a misdemeanor record. A misdemeanor doesn't really do anything on your criminal record. You can still vote, you can still own guns. It doesn't do
You
anything on
good
your
at it?
criminal record. But she's doing this as like a publicity stunt. Like everyone look at me, like talk about me. I rejected Trump's pardon. But if you were still in prison, I guarantee
There's
you
plenty
wouldn't
of
reject
time.
that pardon.
Yeah, certainly. There's a lot of political theater going on right now.
Yeah, 100%. Sorry if I sound a little bit weird. By the way, I have like a cold going on.
I'm the same way, man. I'm nasally, so I'm in the same boat.
I heard some of those pardons have been rearrested. Really? Do we got any evidence of that?
Could have been. I mean, people can mess up once, you know. Did you see the video of the officer carrying out the window at the White House?
No, I didn't see that.
There's a video, a reporter took a video of a cop carrying off a window and then putting it down softly when he realized he got caught. And that's one of the areas where people got in.
That's crazy.
Kind of along the same lines of Pelosi not letting Trump send the National Guard to stop it. I don't think he incited a riot there. I really don't think that was.
I
He
mean, they
said
left the
peaceful.
doors open for Jan 6. They said, "Come on in," and police was escorting them.
Well, that's the day they ripped that window off the White House, and a police officer did that.
Yeah, the Democrats don't like you to talk about that. They're going to start getting upset in the comments, I'm sure. We got 256 people in here, guys. Only one like. I know we just started streaming like 8 minutes ago, but please, guys, hit the like and subscribe button. I can already see, I recognize a lot of these names. They're all mostly crybaby radical leftists. I wouldn't even call them Democrats because a lot of them aren't even foolish enough to actually vote for Biden or Harris.
Who is their next candidate?
AOC, I guess.
You think?
I guess
Boy,
they're
that's
pushing her
rough.
really hard. It's like they're prepping her.
I couldn't hear you.
It's like they're prepping AOC. Like they keep talking about how she's going to be such
Yeah,
a good candidate in 2028.
I think so. And then they have that New York Democrat who just won the primary. What's his name? He's a Middle Eastern guy. I can't say his name. Either way, he's only been here for 10 years. And
Madani?
he's running for, he won the, there you go.
Yeah, Madani. I just saw it in the
They're talking
comment
about him
section.
being a front runner.
They want him as president now. I see these comments. They want him as president. That's sickening to my stomach. That is disgusting to me. I would never want an openly socialist president. I'd rather Bernie Sanders than that guy, I'll be honest.
Yeah, Bernie Sanders, he wouldn't really change much. He wouldn't do much. He wouldn't do much.
Yeah, honestly, he believes in like fighting against ICE. He's gonna go to jail like in his first week trying to fight against Tom Homan.
Wants to establish socialism across the board, put city-funded grocery stores in New York. And he thinks that'll work. Who's going to pay for it? As soon as he starts taxing the rich will leave.
I have nothing wrong with an Islamic citizen running the serving government, but as long as you're not a radical Islamic
Right.
person, I don't
What's
care if
that he
you're,
said? What's that he said? Increase the epidemic. I can't pronounce it correctly.
look, this is how
It's pretty.
deranged they are. They're making death threats. They said kill all maggots.
Yeah. That's all the left has left to do is violence and insults. They can't make an actual argument.
He's an Indian? Was he really an
Based
Indian? Born in Uganda? I don't think so. I need some proof behind this.
Middle East, I guess Indian is Asian, so sure I could say maybe.
He doesn't look Indian, but
There's
I
nothing
don't
wrong
know.
with
A lot
somebody.
of Indian people look different.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
You know, they're all
Well, how
talking
about
about
that Indian?
January 6th still.
Yeah, looks
Sorry, you're
like it.
cutting out a little bit.
Uh, but my internet come back too.
He thinks Trump is the savior of mankind. I never said that. I've said countless times that Trump has made lots of mistakes. I don't worship Trump.
Yeah.
I just believe in Jesus Christ. I'm a Christian. I don't care about worshiping a politician. I just wear this hat on
I think
stage
we
to piss you guys off.
I think we can agree Trump can be a can show his ass sometimes. If I can say that word on here.
Oh yeah, 100%. You can say it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
How is the
he can
economy
be an ass
going?
pretty dang well. Record highs, by the way. Stock market hit record highs yesterday.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
We bring in what is it, 80 to $100 billion a week in tariffs.
I think it's funny. They said gas prices are going up. Well, that's hilarious because even on your favorite news network, CNN, since the Iranian ceasefire, they said on your favorite news network, CNN, that means you have to believe it, that gas prices are going down.
Definitely going down.
I mean, I remember in
I think
Florida, gas prices were almost $4 a gallon.
yeah, they're down to as low as they've been since 2022. Gas prices.
We don't claim CNN or MSNBC. Well, what do you claim? That's the only radical leftist news networks.
That's another thing, but they can't take away from us. Egg prices are down. They'll have to beat us up on the egg prices for a while, didn't they?
Yeah, they love talking about egg prices, all because Biden, I think he decided to kill some chickens or something because he was scared of the bird flu.
He did. And now egg prices are down. It's almost like Trump knows what he's doing.
Tariffs are a war. Absolutely, I can agree with that comment, but we probably have completely different things. If you guys have anything you want us to talk about, yeah, I like this comment that Jake dropped. Drop a super chat, guys. Any great comments, discussions you want us to talk about? Well, he's Indian. If you've ever watched any Indian media, you would know he looks like an Indian. I mean, I've seen plenty of Indian people. They all look very different, especially where they're from. Maybe he is an Indian. I believe you. I believe you if you say so, I guess.
Wouldn't really change anything. How about that
Anyone that's
Indian
really
Pakistan?
smart and educated doesn't follow communism, like Mendati or whatever the guy's name is. If you want us to talk about the economy, that's exactly what we've been talking about. But if you have any specific requests, you can drop a really interesting comment or just drop a super chat. We read all those out loud. Too much feminine energy. Look in the mirror, Adam, ghost.
Here?
I guess. I don't know what he's talking about. You're just a
That's
bunch of
wild.
stupid haters.
Yeah, that like I said, that's all the left has left is violence and angry talk. They've lost the argument. They lost the culture war. They've got
I
nothing
love when
left.
I
That's
love
all
when
we.
I get them angry. I love when I get them angry. I sometimes bring some of my friends on here. They're like, "What the fuck? How do you handle these people?" I'm like, "I just don't give a fuck. Like, I just don't care. There's nothing they can comment that's gonna hurt my feelings."
Same way on my TikTok, man. It was
Yeah.
all just anger.
Oh no, I think there's honestly worse anger on TikTok. To be honest with you.
They've lost the argument, and all they have left is anger and violence.
Look, she's getting angry. She's getting angry at what I said. He's gaslighting. He's gaslighting. I'm not gaslighting. I'm just speaking my damn opinions. I don't give a fuck what you guys say. You can drop hate comments all day. You can call me angry. You can say we have feminine anger energy. You can say that we, you know,
I don't get the feminine energy. I didn't get that.
you can say kill all MAGAs. Whatever you want to say in those stupid ass comments down below. You're not offending me. Do you think Trump could improve on anything? Absolutely.
What would you improve on Trump?
What would I approve on Trump? Well, what would I approve on Trump? Oh, I would approve his bill making, and I would make him a little bit more. What's the word called? I would make him read a little bit more before he does things. But I think he
Yeah,
tries to
yeah,
do the
yeah.
best for America. But sometimes I just feel like with certain bills or certain things he does, maybe he's not reading the fine print all the way. But I don't know.
I can agree. I can agree with that. But that goes for all politicians. Like they don't
Yeah,
read the bill
absolutely.
before it's passed. That big beautiful bill. I wonder how many pages it is. It's got to be
I think
over a
it's a
thousand.
thousand pages.
That's so hard to read all that, man. They set themselves up for failure.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if Trump read a thousand pages. Maybe someone read it to him and they skipped parts.
Yeah, could have been.
The thing I
Boy,
don't
the
agree
left.
with the big beautiful bill is the spying from Palantir. I don't like that. That's another thing I disagree with Trump on. But to be fair, if
It's
you
a
know who Edward Snowden is, we've had the government spying on us for at least 10 or 15 years illegally. And Edward
yeah,
Snowden exposed that. That's why he had to run away to Russia.
yeah. And I guess he's still living in Russia. Man, that was a bad decision.
I know. I wish Trump would pardon him. That's the only thing I don't understand. Why did Trump pardon him?
Yeah, I could probably see Trump pardoning him. I would want that because he revealed something to us that we needed to know. I think that's a compliment, Chris. I'm a Viking.
Ooh,
If anybody's interested in a part-time homesteading channel, check out Red Acres.
Red Acres, everybody. Follow Red Acres on YouTube. Red Acres. How did you do at school? I'm guessing sixth grade, just like your daddy Donald. Actually, I finished school in the third grade, so you think I'm a little bit more educated than I am. I really appreciate that. Patriot Dad, welcome back, Patriot Dad. You know, I'll say stuff like that and they'll actually believe me. That's kind of proof that the
Yeah,
Democrats believe anything they see on
oh,
TV or the internet.
yeah, man, so gullible and so angry. Defend liberty, not politicians. I agree with that wholeheartedly, man. I'm not an apologist for politicians.
Listen, I like this comment too, but I really wholeheartedly believe that the right is definitely not insulting or attacking people as much. They don't attack first as much as the left does. Yes, the right makes jokes about the left, but the left, they are just fucking vicious. They're vicious, they're evil, they're democrats, they have childish insults, and they think anyone gives a fuck.
Yeah, it sucks. We can't have a conversation with them most of the time. And I think me and you both would like to have a conversation with those people and see where they are. Or at least I would. We can come to common ground, but they just want to throw insults.
Snowden is a patriot who doesn't chill for traitorous politicians. I agree. You people are cruel. Yeah, buddy, you're gonna tell me about that when I just got countless death threats and we've only been live for like 15, 20 minutes. How am I cruel? I've been kind and courteous to every single one of you guys, and all you want to spam is hate comments and death threats. And you still think I give a fuck.
I guess I
But
got
I'm
my
the
first
cool
death
one.
threat.
But I'm the cool one.
I got my first death threat. So, man, did you see where they blocked me on TikTok?
No, I didn't see your TikTok. I believe it though.
I mean,
They're censoring you.
I've never posted anything crazy. It was just a little bit of support for Trump, and now I'm banned. They didn't even give me a reason to tell me why I'm banned.
Talk about common sense. Most of the radical leftists do not have common sense. I'm not saying all of them, but a majority of them do not have common sense. So I don't want to hear about freaking common sense from radical people.
Yeah, the right certainly has their radicals, but it seems like the majority of the Democratic Party is made up of freedom.
You know, someone's really radical when they said, "Oh, Harris, Biden, they're way too conservative. I would never vote for them. I'm an anarcho-communist."
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy talk. People have forgotten
Yeah,
the
guys, I'm sick.
downfall.
That's why I sound like this. Sorry.
People have forgotten what communism does.
If you come here illegally, space dust, we don't care. Everyone, follow Red Acres on YouTube. This guy over here to the right of me. We got 440 people in here. We only got 7 likes, though, guys. You guys can't be hating on me that much. You gotta hit the like, the subscribe button, drop some super chats. We're waiting for some amazing questions. We're answering every single super chat out loud. What's up, Drewby? How you doing, brother? He's in the Discord, the Drewby guy.
Really. I wonder what stirs people to hate online.
Red Acres sounds very communist.
I'm a libertarian.
Yeah, that. If you guys have requests, you gotta drop a super chat. I'm not taking any weird requests until you drop a super chat. I got mine at 15 in a juvenile institution. What the hell is he talking about? Would you accept digital ID or money if it was a preferred party? I don't care about Democrat or Republican parties. I don't care about party affiliation. If it's a really good
Yeah.
candidate with really good policies, I don't care if they're red or blue, to be honest. But I've yet to
Right.
see a blue that I would really want to vote for.
How about Fetterman?
Sorry?
Fetterman.
Who's that? I'm sorry, I don't know.
He's a Democratic congressman that I would look into him, man. It's pretty interesting. If you're, if you want to be unbiased, he's someone who agrees with Trump more than his party right now.
Well, hell yeah, then I would vote for him probably.
John Fetterman. I think that's his first name.
Demon Rats. 0. I like that comment. Did I see Bernie Sanders on Joe Rogan? Yeah, I did. He's not really interesting. He just repeats the same talking points over and over again.
Yes, he does.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
Jonathan.
dangerous.
He's the bald guy. He's the bald guy, right?
Yeah, dresses in normal clothes.
Yeah, I know him. Yeah, he's
I
the
like
one that
everything about him.
condemned. He condemned the ICE riots in L.A. when
Yeah,
all the Democrats were
which
crying, saying, "Oh, it's peaceful protests." He condemned it. He said,
mostly,
"This is violent." And
yeah,
they found a dead body on the side of the street, but they still haven't released what happened. It's been like a month now.
really.
They found a dead body near the looting, near the protests, and they haven't talked about it once, and they haven't released any media or causes of death or anything like that during the ICE riots. They still don't talk about it. One guy died. Where's the news articles?
Yeah, I hadn't heard of that one. That's wild. Not surprising. It was
Yeah.
crazy riding for a week.
I mean, apparently they're doing another King's protest on January 4th.
July 4th or January 4th?
Sorry, July 4th.
Right on. That doesn't surprise me. They're thinking about charging two teenagers with hate crime because they lit on fire a gay pride flag.
Damn.
So they can burn our flags in the streets, and nothing happens. But if they burn a gay pride parade, it's a hate crime.
That's crazy.
I guess we'll see.
MAGA for life, Ernie. Someone drop us a good question. Drop a really good question. And if you support America, hit the like and subscribe button and drop a super chat if you have any really good questions you want us to read. Owners are the problems. I don't know what the hell this guy is talking about. I'm not even going to read the rest of that.
Yeah, I used to think Bernie Sanders was dangerous, but now I think he's just like the rest of them. He won't change anything.
He's been
Because
crying since the 1980s, screaming about oligarchs.
yes, he has, and done not a thing about it besides become one.
Yeah, I was going to say, he literally is an oligarch. He's in a government position he can run and stay in for life.
Yeah, the amount of money that the congressman amassed on a $200,000 salary is nuts.
Zero investigation. Zero investigation. Actually, no, that's not right. One of the longest, oldest Congress members in history. He was a Democrat. I forget his name. He was a Democrat guy. He was old as hell. I think he was like 76 years old. They sentenced him to like 5 years in prison for like doing some illegal crimes with $22 million. I don't know the whole story, but he got exposed for being a corrupt Congress member. The longest running Congress member in American history, actually. He's almost 80 years old, and I think he probably got the job when, I don't know, maybe he was 25 or 30 something.
Wow.
Someone
It's from
says,
that.
"Let me on the stream so I can school you." Well, if you want to be on the stream, brother, you just got to join the Discord. We got a Discord chat. That's where this brother right here found me at. Discord is free to join, of course. It's in my link in the bio. We have lots of people in there. It's not just Trump people. We got some liberals. We got some conservatives. We got some libertarians. We got all kinds of party affiliations, some Green Party people. And we have moderators and we have a good Discord manager who's done really good, who's doing really good with it. So if you want to have a discussion or a live stream sometime, you're welcome to join. Just join the Discord. It's free in the bio.
Like, yeah, we need some more people to talk to. We need some more liberals to talk to.
Yeah, the thing is, lots of liberals don't join the Discord, but then they get all in their feelings. The ones that are really radical get all in their feelings. They either start cursing, crying, or just get really mad and leave. Most of them just get really, really mad and leave. We don't even kick them out. We hardly ever kick anyone out unless they're doing something really heinous, like sending X-rated content in the chat or sending death threats or some bullshit like that. We really don't kick anyone out. They just get really mad and, you know, end up leaving themselves at the end of the day.
The violent left for you.
Now, yeah, this is a really interesting question. I was going to ask you this. Do you support Trump running in 2028?
No way.
No
I
way.
support pretty much everything he does, but there are laws, there are rules, and I think we have to stick to them. There's three people that I think do a great job. His son, his oldest son, his oldest daughter, and JD. I feel like they do a great job.
This guy said no one's in their feelings. You run an echo chamber. Well, if no one's in their feelings, then why are random people dropping death threats in the comments? And second off, I'm not running an echo chamber. I'm just asking brother here what he thinks about different topics and different subjects. He's a libertarian, and everyone has a little bit of different views and stuff. Now, when it comes to my opinion about Trump running in 2028, people ask me and I say yes, mostly just to like troll them and piss off the people in the comments. But really, it matters more about his performance. And also, yeah, I know the Constitution; it's against the Constitution and stuff like that. But
Right.
presidents in history have, FDR. He ran 4 terms. But honestly, I think Trump might be too old. But at the same time, I'll still get a Trump 2028 hat because it triggers the liberals a lot.
Yeah,
And
I'll wear.
also,
I'll definitely.
he got.
Well,
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll definitely wear a hat. But like you said, he may be too old. I think he may be too old. That's not a hard
Yeah,
one to say.
I think so too. He's 80 years old now. He'll be 83 or 84 years old in 2028.
That's an old man. But he keeps up like a young man. I can't keep up with him. It's hard to keep up with him.
He said, Trump does not care about any of you. Wake up. Well, I have an interesting question to ask you, KW. What president cared about you? Tell me what president cared more about you. Did Barack Obama care about you when he deported 3 million illegal immigrants, the most deportations in American history? Funny fact, the liberals get really mad when I say this. Any of you can Google this. You can ask the AI, you can ask multiple news articles. No news article is going to tell you differently. Obama, he deported 80% of the 3 million without due process, without an immigration hearing, without anything. Only 15 to 25% of those people actually got immigration hearings and court hearings. The rest of them just got kicked out of the country. Now that's facts.
It's only bad because Trump's doing it.
Yeah. Not one single person cried and said, "Oh, Obama, no due process." And I understand Obama was a slick talking guy. That's where I'll give him credit at. He was a very good slick talking guy. He could tell you pretty much anything and it sounds good. I'll
Yeah.
give it to him. He has a nice voice. He's slick talking. And I don't hate Obama that much. Back then, I really didn't like Obama that much, but now looking at all the candidates that are running and all the craziness, they're much more radical people. Like Obama was like a regular Democrat. Now they're like completely radicalized.
It's wild to watch happen. It's TDS for sure.
Absolutely.
All the
Trump
Democrats
derangement
fought.
syndrome.
Yeah. All the Democrats fought for tariffs for 20 years. But Trump did tariffs and now it's bad.
Not only that, other countries have been doing tariffs on us first.
Oh,
Other countries will literally put high tariffs on us and then they'll say, "Oh, well, when we do tariffs, it's destroying our economy. It's destroying our economy." Well, when other countries do extremely high tariffs on us, you don't say that's hurting their economy. You don't say a word about that.
right.
America has never cared unless you're rich.
I
One
can't
thing.
get on with that.
What'd you say?
I can't totally agree with that. I will say most politicians are snakes and they don't really care about us.
Oh,
But it's something
100%.
about yeah, but it's something about Trump after the assassination of him. It seems like he's a different person.
I 100% agree there. I mean, he was somewhat of a Christian man before, but now you got him in like press meetings, press conferences. You got him on the plane. He's doing prayers. He's a much more religious man. He's been through a lot. All these felony charges, all of these, assassination attempts, multiple assassination attempts.
Yeah, it's changed him.
I like how he never responded to my question, KW. But I guess he said America never cared about you unless you're rich, which I kind of disagree with in some ways, but some ways I agree. The funny thing is, in Trump's big beautiful bill, you guys can do your own research. I don't like everything in the big bill. There's at least two, maybe three, maybe four things I don't like in the big beautiful bill. But one thing I do like, of course, is the no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. But let's actually talk about the tax brackets for a second. People that are making any amount, everyone would be getting a tax reduction. It doesn't matter if you're making 20,000 a year, 30,000 a year, 40,000 a year, 50,000 a year. Everyone's getting a tax cut. And people that are making 50,000 a year under Trump's big beautiful bill, under Trump's proposed tax plan, if you're making 50,000 a year, you're going to get a $3,000 tax reduction.
Yeah.
So that sounds good to me. So I don't know how you can say Trump's tax cuts are only for the rich.
Yeah, you're
It
right.
is true though. If you're only making like 20,000 a year, you're not going to get a big tax cut. You maybe only get a couple $100 or maybe $500, but you're still getting a tax cut. Everyone's getting a tax cut, but it's definitely not as big as if you're making 50,000 a year or more. But you're still getting a little bit of a tax cut. Something is better than nothing.
Somebody mentioned my man bun. Hey, since I started putting it up, I'm getting hit on by women a lot.
Yeah, women love the man bun. Let me in the stream. To hell with your Discord. Well, I mean, brother, the only way I can let you in the stream, I have to send you a link to it. I have to send you a link. How can I send you a link on YouTube? I can't send you a website link to join the stream without you joining the Discord or without you. I have Twitter too. You can message me on X, Twitter. I can send you the link there as well. But how am I going to let you on if you're not, contacting me on some social media platforms like Discord or Twitter? Like, I can't just click on your name and click add. That's not how YouTube works.
Yeah.
You have to send them a link. You have to set it up. You can't just, add it. And also, I'm here with him right now. We're having a discussion. He's a new guest on the show. I'm not just going to kick him off because you want to join. But if you want to
Somebody
join after
said,
him, you can drop a big, beautiful super chat, not $2, something big like $20, and I'll let you on right after him. If not, you can wait until maybe tomorrow or another day I have some time, and I can let you on the stream. I got the new virus. I don't think so. What new virus? He froze. I don't know what happened with him. You froze, brother. You froze. The Diddy virus. Literally can't have a conversation with Dems. That's exactly why I'm saying drop us $20 super chat if you want me to talk with you live on stream after him. Is he frozen for you guys too? Only traders help invaders. I 100% agree. Drop a super chat if you guys have anything you guys want to say. Oh, he disappeared completely. I don't know if his phone died or what happened or what. Yeah, he's frozen. He disappeared completely. Well, let's wait a couple minutes. Maybe he'll join back on. I'll keep the show going until then. What are you talking about? Cite what of the bill that says what? Man, Bud froze. Yeah, he did froze. I'm gonna try to add him back. Don't be a Donald. Too late. Ken. Oh, there you are, brother. Welcome back. What happened?
Sorry about that, man.
No, it's okay. You're all good.
Hey, I need a haircut fast. The only reason I do this is because it's hot outside.
Trump did deport a veteran, but that was after he wouldn't become a citizen. That's right. He had a 48-year-old green card. That's crazy. A 48-year-old green card.
Do
Neither of us
nothing.
are Nazis, but thank you for the original joke.
It's so ridiculous when they say crazy things like calling us Nazis and calling Trump a fascist. It's just so ridiculous. It's so outrageous and inflammatory.
All the Democrats are crying, California is the fourth largest economy in the world. Fourth largest economy in the world. Yeah, largest homeless population in the world.
Yep.
Literally, in the world. There's no country that has such high concentration of homeless as California. No country in
Yep.
the world, much less another state. And not to mention, all the money in California comes from those movie stars, TV money, rappers, celebrities.
Very true.
Get out of our country, fascists! Well, last time I checked, the majority of Americans voted for Trump.
Right.
So maybe you should get out
Yeah.
if you don't like it.
It's so ridiculous. They can't have a conversation. They're so brainwashed by leftist media that all they have to say is fascist and hate. That's all they have. They've lost the plot.
What about Ivanka Trump?
Hey, educate me. Melania's the wife and Ivanka's the daughter, correct?
Sorry, say again?
I
Melania's the
said,
wife, Ivanka's the daughter, yes.
okay, yeah, this is what I thought. I thought in the past that I would vote for Ivanka. How do you feel about that?
I mean, yeah, if we're going to have a woman president, she should be a really conservative woman.
Yeah. Yeah,
Also,
I think it would be
technology.
appropriate.
This guy said red states have the most per capita homeless. No, no, they don't.
Oh. Red states, low
You
cost of
stand for an
living, and
echo
low.
chamber of lies and falsehood. Well, what's one lie that I've said? Please correct me. Can the Democrats please just stop say anything other than lie, lie, lie? Just actually prove that it's a lie. Don't just call me a liar and say, you're spreading propaganda. Please prove me wrong. Educate me. I'm here to get educated. I'm not here to get name called.
Yeah. It would be nice if we could have a conversation with them.
Dem rats lie.
Oh.
I said I would let you on the stream multiple times. I said you either gotta wait in line, you gotta wait until I'm free, which is probably tomorrow I could do it, or you gotta drop a big, beautiful super chat. Not $2, like 20. And after this, I will make time for you because I plan on doing the stream for as long as he's willing to do it. And you have
Right
to
on.
join my Discord, by the way. You have to join my Discord and join the Twitter. Otherwise, it's never going to be possible. Like I said, I can't just click on your name and click, oh, add to live stream. It's not how it works. This
Do
isn't
you
Facebook or any of that stuff.
do you see them calling us gay? And I don't mind it. Call me whatever you want to. But it's funny how The accepting left likes to badger people by calling them gay. And if I was, so what?
They're the ones that support the homosexual community the most. If the Democrats and the radical leftists, you love the LGBT community, why would you be using gay as an insult?
Right.
A simple Google
Who
search
cares?
proves you wrong. About what? What am I wrong about? Can you give one example, please? He doesn't want to say what I'm wrong about because there's nothing that I've been wrong about. All the facts that I've been repeating are all facts that I heavily researched, like Obama deporting 3 million people more than any president in history. 80% of those 3 million did not receive due process. That's 100% fact.
You got tapes hidden. How do you feel about the
All
Diddy
these Diddy
situation?
comments.
Well, how do you feel about that situation? I know it's off topic, but I'm interested.
Well, the thing about Diddy is that everything besides Obama. Well, can you name one thing, please? Name one thing, brother. Name one thing. But yeah, how I feel about Diddy. Well, first off, since we're talking about Obama, Obama is actually mentioned in Diddy's court case. That's hilarious.
Really?
Sec-
He is. I feel that.
yep, he is indeed mentioned in Diddy's court case. But also, another funny thing, Diddy. I mean, I don't really. I think Diddy's pretty guilty, but innocent until proven guilty. But the funny thing about Diddy is he actually, I heard, like, I looked it up on Google. Like, if you look it up on Google, Diddy may be released soon. Apparently, into some dumbass articles. I don't think he's getting released soon. He's still facing
No
lots
way.
of charges. But apparently, he beat some kidnapping charges or something. I'm pretty sure he beat. I'm not 100% factual on this, but from what I read and what I heard on the news, he beat
Yeah.
some kidnapping charges.
Well, I mean, it may not be technically kidnapping, whatever he did. I'd give up.
Lucas has complete Trump derangement syndrome. If you want to believe our economy is shit when the stock market is at all time high, buddy, first off, he says free Palestine. We can talk about that situation and trigger him a little bit. No one is illegal on stolen land. You mean conquered land? Just like every other country has been conquered multiple. Basically, every modern country has been conquered by multiple cultures and countries multiple times. It doesn't matter if it's Europe, it doesn't matter if it's Asia, they've all been conquered throughout history by other people. And guess who wins the land at the end of the day? The people that conquered it. And also, before we conquered it, he's gonna say, "Oh, the English people came here without a citizenship. They came here illegally." Brother, there was no government system back then. That's not how the world worked back then. They didn't have visas. They didn't have like an immigration thing. They didn't have all this shit that we have now in the modern age. And also, when it comes to free Palestine, I'll let you talk about that. I want to hear your opinion, honestly.
Yeah. So, in the beginning, I was a little biased. I don't think there is a good guy in this war. I don't think Israel or Palestine are necessarily good. I think Egypt is a silent bad guy too. They're not letting any Palestinians in. But what Hamas is doing to the Palestinians, that's the real crime. That's the real war crime. They're hiding in churches or mosques. They're hiding in hospitals and schools. They're using women and children as body shields against Israel. Women and children. This is what Hamas is doing. Hamas is holding Gaza hostage. Hamas is holding the Palestine hostage.
Really interesting perspective. I 100% agree with that. I don't agree with murders, but at the same time, I think it's hilarious that some radical leftists say queers for Palestine. I've had a guy
Yeah,
that was so radical, that he tried to convince me that Muslim people in Palestine accepted homosexuality. The Quran has multiple verses about killing gays and not liking them and not
yeah.
accepting them.
They throw gay people off the top of buildings in Gaza.
Yeah, these people are Queers for Palestine. That's an actual organization in the U.S.
So ridiculous. That's outrageous.
Crazy how gay people get a month and Native Americans don't. Man Bun is a liar, 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 liar. Israel is doing a genocide. He never said that they weren't doing a genocide. What he pointed out that the
I
people
know.
you're supporting, Hamas, is using women and children as shields from Israeli soldiers shooting and bombing at them.
Yep.
So he didn't mention anything about whether it's genocide or not. And I wouldn't call it genocide. Genocide is like what Hitler did to the Jews, killing 6 million of them. When there's been 2,000 Israeli deaths and there's been 50,000 Palestine deaths, that just shows you who's winning a war, not a genocide.
Yeah.
It's a war.
It is. And Hamas should be arrested for war crimes. What they're doing
Absolutely.
is sneaky, it's snaky, it's dirty, and it's evil.
Absolutely. Yep.
But I can't support Israel as much as I did in the beginning. In the beginning, I supported them because Hamas started it. But now it's gone too far. But on the other hand, I don't think that Hamas would put their guns down if Israel did. I think it's going to take Hamas putting their guns down.
I think so too. And they'll say, "Oh no, you don't know the history. 20 to 50 years ago, Israel actually attacked Hamas first." Brother, I don't give a fuck about 50 years ago. I'm talking about in the modern age.
Right. There goes that gay again. Don't worry about
No,
that.
every single time I've streamed with someone else, they say, "Gay, gay, gay. Don't you radical leftists love gay people? Stop trying to shame them.
Right.
Your whole party is built on homosexuality and LGBTQ."
But they use it as an assault.
But they use it as an insult. That's basically like them coming around. It's like them being a Democrat. They walk up to a straight man wearing a MAGA hat. They say faggot, which is crazy. Also, I had my friend Dusty come on here and he said that word. Literally 2 seconds later on the Discord, he started getting death threats. And he wasn't even using the word towards gay people. He was reading a comment that
Yeah.
said that word.
Can I
And
address the
some
super
guy
chat?
messaged him, said, "I'm going to kill you with a 44."
Jeez. Can I address the super chat?
Yeah, you could address it, sure.
Obviously, Hamas is not the entire Palestinian race, but Hamas is the governmental structure of Palestine, and they are keeping hostage the Palestine as well as Egypt. Well, Hamas does not make up all of Palestine, but they are keeping Palestinians hostage. So that would be obvious.
Drewby, I don't know if he would consider himself a libertarian or a conservative or whatever you want to call his party affiliation would be, but he's more of a conservative man in my opinion, but he doesn't support Trump at all in any way. I think he said he changed his mind about Trump, but he's a good guy. At least he's not a complete radical lunatic like lots of these commoners are.
Yeah. They love the gay thing is so funny.
They want us divided, absolutely. Even if you don't like Trump,
Sure
we
do.
can still be friends. We can still talk about politics and world economics and world geopolitics and what's going on in other countries, and we can still be friends. You don't have to like Trump, but just don't be belligerent to me and start cursing at me and calling me names because you don't like Trump. That's not my problem.
Somebody commented, "We love Joe Biden." How are you still behind that guy? Like, if we know that they lied to us now.
Thank you, Drewby. Much appreciated for the comment. Tell us about APAC. This is definitely a really interesting topic. Maybe we'll talk about it, but drop a super chat if you want to hear about APAC. Let's see what other comments are coming in here. Tell us about APAC. Tell us about APAC. It's easy to judge, but you don't know. Absolutely. What did the Jews ever do to you, Lewis? That's a funny comment. I don't know who he's talking about, but
Yeah.
tell us by
Tell us about.
transgender crickets in the Sahara. What the hell are you talking about? What does that mean? You know, I have no problems with transgender community, LGBTQ, gay people. It is their month. I don't think they should have a month. I think that's kind of ridiculous. Veterans don't have a month. All these other classes of people that are special don't have a month. So why do they get a month?
Right.
And also,
Yeah.
one thing
That's all
I
right.
have no problem if you're trans, but I just don't want natural born men in women's bathrooms. Now it doesn't matter if you're trans in Florida. If you're a natural born man and you go into a woman's bathroom in Florida, you could be facing up like $5,000+ in fines and penalties, and maybe even 3 to 5 years in prison for doing that kind of stuff in Florida. Now, another thing I like Trump did was no men in women's sports, no natural born men in women's sports. I 100% agree with this.
It seems like common sense, right?
Yes, absolutely. Talk about
From
Tucker
all angels.
Carlson and Ted Cruz.
I mean,
Hello,
Tucker,
YM. How you doing? YM, you still have to join the Discord. I appreciate you coming in and watching us, but you either got to follow me on Twitter or X or join the Discord. Link in bio for both of them.
by the way, I need to get on your Twitter. I've got a Twitter as well.
Okay, cool. It's the same as my YouTube name.
Um,
Military Appreciation Month. Have a blessed
is
day
it?
as well, Lion.
To any veteran out there, thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. As a 24-year-old woman, thank you for standing up for us. Absolutely. Anytime. These men in women's sports are making a mockery of actual non-transgender people that were actually, natural born women.
Yeah.
Hit the like and subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. These fairies are not veterans. Well, you don't decide who served our military just because you don't agree with their political views. If they served our military, they
Right.
served our military.
Absolutely.
But military appreciation month is in May. Is that true?
I didn't know that, or at least I don't think I knew that.
Richard, I don't think she was being
Do you know?
sarcastic. Many women have told me this before.
Oh
Why
yeah,
would natural born
certainly.
women want men in their restrooms and men in their sports? That makes no sense. Why do you think she's being sarcastic?
Yeah, certainly women are thanking people. Sport Lee, thank you for your service.
Oh, that's another thing they
Better
like to
man.
comment. Autism. They love they love autistic gay people and trannies. Why do they cry so much and use that as an insult? 99% of their party is autistic, gay, and transgender. That ain't an insult to them.
Right. They use that insult while guarding the people. I don't get it. You know, there's a movement of trans people coming over to the conservative side.
Well, good for them. I have no problem with them being conservative,
Yeah, absolutely.
especially
Come
if they're
on.
going to bring some common sense in the trans
Yeah.
community.
The left is dying, man. I'm not sure that we'll have a Democrat in 10 years.
Yeah, honestly, they need a new party. They need a new party, 100%.
I think it's going to be MAGA. I think MAGA is going to be a new party, and the Republicans are going to be established. They keep making fun of my man bun, y'all. Women like it. I get hit on every day.
My cousin has a man bun. I know it's good. This is honestly just pathetic. How dare you talk about your political views that don't align with the radical left?
Trans bun. That's awful. Somebody said earlier, sisters don't count. I know I have a southern accent. You know, I can't decide where you're from. Californians usually don't have a big accent. Am I guessing right?
Me? I'm not from California. I'm from
Yeah.
Florida.
Okay, well that's great.
I
You
I
know,
don't have a
people are.
southern accent really, but a lot of my family does.
Yeah, you get away with it. I do. You got away with it. You know, people in New York are leaving in droves to go to Florida.
Oh, absolutely. I know about it all the time. And the Democrats love acting like that's not true. They're like, no, people in California and New York aren't going to Texas and Florida. Yeah, they are. Their state has failed them multiple times.
Yeah. What is it? The electoral college is changing this or next year because of how many people are leaving blue states. Like California and New York are losing electoral votes next year.
I live in Naples, Florida. You would not be welcomed here. Well, that is hilarious. I literally live next to the city, Fort Myers, and I am welcomed in Naples, Florida. Everyone knows me there. This guy just said a city next to my city I'm not welcome to. Yeah, I go there every time, and I guarantee you I'm more well known than you. Ask about Graham Steyer. They'll tell you. I'm sure no one knows you, though, buddy.
Somebody thinks we have zero trade deals done. There's
60
like over a
days,
dozen.
zero trade deals. Lee County, yeah, I know Lee County. You're in Collar County, though, Richard. Do you think you're better than me because your parents are rich? Or what is your issue, Richard? And by the way, Richard, if you don't like Trump, you're living in a huge red county and in a huge red state.
Yeah. Brother, my phone's about to die. I really appreciate you. I'm gonna jump off here. Let's reconnect sometime soon.
Absolutely. Give your channel one more shout out.
Yeah, it's called Red's Acres. REDS Acres. Come
Red
join me.
Acres,
I'll
guys.
do
Follow his channel.
homesteading and
Alligator
political views.
Alcatraz. Sorry, what'd you say?
Alrighty, y'all.
Ciao.
Nothing.
Bye
Alrighty, y'all.
bye.
See you later.
Thank you for joining. What did you guys think? Did you enjoy the live stream? I think he's a great guest. We'll bring him on lots of times. You want to join the live? Drop a super chat or just join the Discord. I can hook it up for you. If you want to join the live, just join the Discord. We can set it up. Man Bun, I like you. Follow his channel, Red Acres. Red Acres. Red Acres. Red Acres on YouTube, guys. Go follow him. Smash that like and subscribe button. You have substance? Thank you. You guys don't know anything. I would love to educate you. Join my Discord. You can educate all of us. Texas is the most powerful state. That's why I live here. Well, they do have a lot of guns and a lot of military power. I didn't see the point she made. I have lots of comments. And if you want any comments to stand out, if you want your comments to take priority, you gotta drop a super chat. Sometimes I just don't see them. You guys gotta realize I can show proof. On average, I get around 4,000 to 5,000 comments per live stream. If I miss something, I'm not trying to ignore you unless it's a stupid comment. But once again, you know, super chats take priority. I don't know about the Texas power grid situation. I'm not from Texas. But smash the like and subscribe button. Let me know where you guys are coming from. Inside the United States, outside the United States. What city, what state? Shout out Arkansas. What stupid comments do I make? It's my channel. I can talk about whatever I like. No, I'll debate you for free. Just join my Discord. You can be on the channel. Sick nose. Very sick. Check out Red Acres. That is right. I'll pin that. I'll pin that comment. You can click right there on his profile as well. It'll pop up and you can subscribe. What is your perspective about what? What is my perspective about what? Draining again. What does that mean? You're avoiding talking about APAC. Well, I would love to talk about this. Maybe next episode, or if someone drops me a super chat. But I think I'm gonna wrap up in like a minute or two. If I was following RFK's health advice, I would have a 24 pack of abs. It's funny. The last person that was in charge of the health in America was a fat trans dude, and you guys want to complain about RFK Jr. Anyway, guys, the views are dropping. I'm gonna end the stream now. But thank you guys for watching. Maybe I'll go live in an hour. We'll see. But smash the like and subscribe button, guys. Thank you for watching. I love your channel. Thanks, bro. Absolutely, brother. Hope you subscribed. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening, everybody. Have a great Sunday. Peace out.